If you or someone you know needs immediate suicide attention, please call or text at 988. Hello everybody, my name's Colin McCrazy. I am a bit sick for this video, of course. This is the third time I've been sick this year, and quite frankly, I'm kind of tired of being sick. But we are finishing out my men's mental health awareness month like series that I've been doing, and of course the last one is probably the most serious one. They're all serious in their own regard, but this one is something a lot of men really struggle with, and that is suicide. Obviously, from the title, you've read it's not a light topic, and I want to just give my short story with some sub bass gameplay in the background of my experience with suicide, and some little tidbits that I thought about when in a time where I wasn't feeling the best about myself. So back in, what was it, 2020, during prime COVID, I went back to school after getting off that summer and that like last bit of spring semester to go home, and I moved in with a couple buddies of mine, another guy I didn't really love that much, and I had a big combination of a lot of different factors that were weighing me down. I had not a great roommate, out of the four of us, that was stressing me out quite a bit with just a lot of different things when it comes to living with people. Um, I had a crazy neighbor that lived above me that would wake me up at night a lot and cause a lot of ruckus while I was trying to sleep or study or anything like that. And then on top of all that, that semester was all online, and I didn't have a lot of room to do other things for that semester. If you guys know, you know, during college, in COVID years, it was really bad. You'd basically get double the work for probably less of a good outcome, or less of a grade. So my grades were not looking good. I was stressing out about my roommate and my neighbor. And it got to a point where I was not happy with myself. I was not happy with my situation. I felt like I was wasting my time. I was running out of money. I didn't have a job at this point. This was before I worked at Domino's, so I didn't have much of anything going for me. And to top it all off, this was the last time I did some online dating, and the girlfriend that I had over on the West Coast had cheated on me. So by mid-October, early November, I was having pretty bad suicidal thoughts. I was not feeling good about myself at all. I felt like everything in my life was turning downhill, and I started to have really painful thoughts to myself. And I didn't share this with anybody, which is always a bad thing to do. If you are in that situation at any time, please talk to somebody. Please, anybody. As a stranger, it could be a friend, a family member, someone you trust that you can talk to these things about. I should have done that, but I kind of have like a way of talking to myself and thinking about all the things that would happen if I were to die. And the first thing I thought about was how impactful it would have been, to people that know me, my roommates that I did like, that I lived with at that time, a lot of my friends, my best friend, and especially my mom. I thought about my mom immediately and was more sad about leaving her and her knowing about me dying than me going through the pain that I was going through. And that's what made the difference for me, is that right there. And then I called her. I just told her I wasn't doing well. I didn't get any specifics or anything, and I finally made the decision to move out and go home for a whole year. I took a year off. Luckily, my school um, let that be a thing where you can take time off and keep all your credits. So I decided to do that and take advantage of that right then and there. Um, I packed all my stuff in my car and I went home. And it was probably the best decision I've ever made, and I never got back to that point. That was probably my lowest point in my life, and I hope sharing my story lets you guys share your story and any problems that you guys have, um, whether you're comfortable or not, to share it down in the comments or with someone personally. Again, if you need help, call or text at 988. And thank you guys for watching. Bye.